We had 24,000 people, or nearly 24,000 people, come forward and get tested in the last 24 hours to 8 p.m. Can we please stress how important it is to have those high rates of testing? That gives us confidence every day that we're capturing all the information we can, that we're seeing not only the number of people that come forward, but also obviously the cases emerge. We had 7 cases of community transmission overnight, all of them linked to the Northern Beaches. 6 have already been confirmed as part of the Avalon cluster. And of those 6, 5 were already in isolation. And a number of those cases were found to be positive very late on in the isolation process, day 10 or day 11, which demonstrates how important it is to stay in isolation the full 14 days if you've been asked to do so. So thank you to those people. Those positive results came up towards the end of their isolation period, which demonstrates how important it is for that full 14 days to be respected. The 7th case is under investigation, but the person did attend the Belrose Hotel, and Dr Chant will have some further information about that. In relation to the Northern Beaches community, can I thank you again for your patience? I appreciate frustration levels will be increasing as we get closer to New Year's Eve and as the days of stay-at-home increase. We hope to have some clear information to everybody tomorrow, or at the latest the day after, on what New Year's Eve and the next few weeks look like for everybody, including those communities on the Northern Beaches. And I just ask everybody for your patience, but every day that goes past gives us more information and more confidence to make decisions which we think will ease the pressure on communities at this stage. And for Greater Sydney, our message remains the same. Please try and reduce your mobility and your activity. Obviously, everybody is aware of the restrictions that are in place. And as we approach New Year's Eve, can we please remind everybody that, unfortunately, singing, dancing, speaking loudly are all accelerants for transmitting the virus, and therefore those activities obviously are not allowed, and we ask everybody to please respect that. Again, our heartfelt thanks to everybody who's been working around the clock. Dr Kerry Chant was telling me how many of the contact tracing team are up. We're up at all hours of the night to try and get out those texts to people to make sure all the close contacts have been identified. And I also want to stress again how deeply grateful we are for the rates of testing. If we continue to keep those rates of testing high, it gives us more confidence to make decisions moving forward. So we really need to keep those testing numbers up. If you have the mildest of symptoms anywhere in New South Wales, please come forward and get tested. And Dr Chant will also be providing detail on some of the sewage or water sampling testing. We're relieved that coastal communities at this stage are all negative in terms of those water samples, which means we don't believe the virus is active in those areas where a lot of tourists are at the moment. So thank you again to everyone. I'll ask Dr Chant to give her update and then we'll take some questions. Thank you.